there's 3 occasions to my knowledge
Yeah.
where Pokemon in the anime on the other world acknowledge that other real creatures exist.
Oh.
So there's like this weird bit in one of the animes where like there's a ghastly that turns into like a mongoose, like a real world mongoose.
Huh?
Yeah, so there's real animals in Pokemon.
So there are real animals there.
Which
but
suddenly
they don't make them fight.
It broke my fucking mind. Pidgey eats a worm, there's a mongoose, and one of the descriptions is like, for like one of the Pokemon, like I think it might be Ghastly as well, is like it can scare an Indian elephant.
So they in that
So,
world
like-
they do have real animals. They just don't make them fight each other to the death.
So then I'm like, then my question is,
Do they eat Pokemon?
But, or are there just fields of cows somewhere? But like, surely fields of cows would just be like, oh, a Charizard goes by and just fucking eats them all.
Yeah. They would just get fucked up.
Jane, it suddenly just like broke my fucking
and there's
brain.
mill tanks. Do they eat mill tanks?
So like, does Pokemon exist in like the future when like all of these other creatures have died or like turned into Pokemon? Are Pokemon literally animals?
Are they Oh my god. Do they sell milk? Do they milk mill tanks?
That's the
happens?
final question.
Do they eat Pokemon? Do they eat animals? Do animals exist? Do they have pets? Do they just make Pokemon fight? Like, I need what?
The mongoose bit is a very weird inclusion.
One of the main what was this? Wait.
Someone done a Google.
One of the main creators of the anime said that real animals are supposed to have gone extinct.
Okay.
So real animals went extinct, and they're like, we've got all these other things. Let's make them fight to the death.
Would you? But like, I guess the bit that like Voltorb. Actually, sorry, Voltorb is a prime example. Like, how does it work? Are they all animals? Does Voltorb have flesh inside its Pokeball exterior, or is it just like magic
Wires
metal?
And metal.
Like, is it actually like a creature that just looks like Pokeballs?
Well, some of them, yeah, they're just
like if
inanimate
I took
objects,
a knife
aren't
to
they?
a Voltorb and cut it open,
does it have a heart?
Does it
and
have
a
like a
liver
brain?
and a kidney and a colon?
Yeah.
Like, what's inside it?
like it doesn't like Magnemite.
What's inside
Is
him?
that flesh or is that just a fucking? Is that metal?
Like what? Yeah. What's inside this?
I think that's okay.
What's inside you, Voltorb?
Let me see inside you, sir.
Let me cut you in half and see what you got inside.
Oh, fucking Noah's going to cut him in half with a fucking mud slap.
Also, someone asked a good question. What do you think would be the tastiest Pokemon? I'm trying to imagine what would be the most tender, succulent, like a really fine cut of meat.
I mean, like a big Taurus, right? Like a big bull, big cow. Like,
ooh, okay.
That would be pretty good. Like, I feel like a fish. There's a lot of fish Pokemon.
Nice cut, yeah, like a nice
like
grilled,
a big Gyarados. Like imagine a Gyarados, like 20 meters long.
Ooh.
Just like boom, big fucking slabs of prawn.
Juicy.
It's like a giant prawn.
Oh, can you tell I'm hungry?
Fuck, that would be so good.
Kentucky Fried Dodrio.
Oh my god, Dojo, just dunking the heads. Just the heads.
That's nice.
Just like meat lollipops.
Yes, deep fried.
Well, it's basically like an emu, right? Dojo is basically an emu.
Yeah. Just with extra heads.
Just more heads.
Does Oddish taste like meat or
berry? Is it like a giant blueberry?
Yeah. Wait,
imagine.
meat or beet? Meat or beet? I'd say it tastes like a vegetable, not meat.
Yeah, because it goes underground, so it's not really a berry, is it?
Yeah, I'd say it tastes like tucking into like a parsnip or something like that.
I guess you'd want to you'd have to I guess that again comes back to the root cause of the question. I want to eat an Oddish. I take it out of the ground?
Yeah.
He's like, like, does he have bits inside him that I can kill him? So that I stop, do I just have to boil him alive? How do I go about preparing an Oddish for eating?
Imagine you slit its throat.
It hits all throat.
And then you boil him.
There is no throat on an Oddish.
All right,
he's all
stab
throat.
him, and then you boil him, and you cut him into, and then you fry him up with some oil, and it'd be like.
But does it still have the face?
You cut the face off so you don't feel as bad.
Just cut his face off.
You cut the face off so you don't have to feel guilty.
Yeah. So it doesn't stare at you.
Yeah.
I mean, this is where I feel like people. Maybe this is why the world is vegetarian. But then, how are you vegetarian when Pokemon are plants?
Oh yeah. Well, I guess they've got vegetables and they just don't eat the vegetables that have faces.
Fuck! It's a double barrel.
Uh-oh.
I think I would struggle to eat anything in that world.
But then I guess it is like how we eat cows and pigs and stuff. They've got faces and.
I mean, imagine the abattoir in a Pokemon world of just Odysseus.
Fucking hell.
That is a dark image.
Dark.
That's what Better Dog wants to do, Lydia. That's why we have to save the world. That's why we have to save the world from Better Dog.
We have to save the world from Better Dog.
Better Dog's
That's the vision they see.
Better Dog's like McDonald's. Better Dog runs like a fucking megacorp of like
Better Dog's in chat as well. Better Dog's
Better Dog,
here.
you want to explain this?
Oh my God,
Fucking
live
libel.
Better Dog action.
Truth.
We don't make pigs fight cows, but we should. But we should to the death.
I'm not saying it's wrong. I'm just not saying it's not right.
Yeah. It is difficult because when you talk about it, there's obviously parallels with exactly what we do, but for some reason it just feels more twisted when it's Pokemon. I don't know why. And how can you define... Oh, I don't know. Like, yeah, what happens when I cut that Magnemite open? Is it you'd
Like
think it would be wires, but does it have a little beating heart and a brain?
I think I like to think that it's all metal, that you don't cut it open. Do you know what I mean? And that like maybe there's like some circuit board in there that's running the brain.
I think it's a circuit board, yeah.
But like Abra is just like kind of a little mouse fellow, like a little cat mouse fellow.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
He's gonna bleed. If you cut an Abra,
a
he
little
bleeds.
body, like little organs and stuff.
Yeah. And like suddenly, I guess we don't eat cats.
No.
No.
But we could. But we shouldn't.
We shouldn't. We shouldn't.
We definitely shouldn't.
But do you know what I mean? But then also, if you're in a world and all these things are edible, technically,
yeah.
just because they look a bit more like things that you don't know, like we don't eat cats because it's not that nice to eat. Do you know what I mean? It's not that efficient to eat. We eat cows because like it tastes good and it's not very efficient either, but like it's big, you know, you get a lot for it. You wouldn't just like, I'm going to eat a Magnemite. It's fucking tiny and like...
Well, I guess it's exactly the same as our world. Like we have animals. We don't eat all of the animals. We just have like some animals that we eat. And in a Pokemon world, they do the same. They wouldn't eat all the Pokemon. They just eat some of the Pokemon.
Also, I guess like logically, if we're going to say that not every Pokemon has flesh inside it, like you couldn't eat a Geodude. It's just rock. And like when you smash it, it just like falls apart and it dies and whatever.
You wouldn't eat that.
Yeah. Sorry, it's just such a vivid idea.
It's interesting, you know, like.
Oh my god.
But yeah, so I feel like we think it's weird because we're like, oh, these Pokemon, they're like they're friends, but they'll fight and like they're in the world. Why would they eat them? But actually, it's not that weird, you know.
No, it's not. I think the thing is the Pokemon world does a good job of giving them like more human-like faces. Like most animals don't have human-like faces. Like fish don't have eyes forward, like, you know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
A lot of Pokemon just have human heads shapes stuck on them.
Yeah, true. Like, would you eat a?
I'm just gonna look at a pie. I'm just
like a fucking Jinx, just like.
God, that would be fucked up. Like Jinx and Mr. Mime.
Cut off its face first.
Oh my god. God, I don't think you can. I don't think you can do it. Like, would you eat this?
Actually looks
I feel like it looks like a lettuce.
Yeah,
do you know
it feels like that's a nice salad, that is.
A Carilla salad.
That's a nice salad. Just like...
head off.
Get some drizzle some fucking anchovy sauce on
he's
that.
probably filled with poison. You'd probably...
he reminds me of those fish.
He's like a blowfish. Yeah, you have to cut out his poison gland.
You can have the tiniest little bit and you might die, but it's worth it because it tastes so good.
I wouldn't. He is just friend. He is all friend, no eat.
I bet he tastes bad as well. I bet he's just fatty.
He's just all fat.
Yeah.
He's literally, his ability is thick fat. He would be all fat.
Yeah.
He's friend. You don't eat him.
I wouldn't eat him. I feel like he would be really bony.
Also, like dirt.
Gritty.
Like he's a ground type. He'd be like filled with like.
Yeah.
He's like a. Ugh. He's like a weird like tadpole-y.
Yeah.
I don't know. Yeah.
I'm okay with you playing Fall Guys instead now. No, we are going to decide which each individual Pokemon we are going to eat.